kept secrets travel.
Now, to finish off, we're going to give you guys a quick and very brief snippet of how we planned one of our favourite adventures.
We don't know how to do brief.
Brief? We're going to try and make it brief. And the reason we're doing it brief is because on 2 episodes' time, you get a deep dive into Australia.
It's coming out at the same time.
Yeah, it's actually already out right now, which means that once you finish this, you can watch our next episode, which is a mini episode on how you can all save money whilst you're out travelling. And the one after that is a big episode into deep diving in Australia, where we try and get in as much information as possible. And even with all of that information, we're just scratching the surface on the amazing country. But for now, we're going to give you a quick brief snippet.
Briefish.
Into how we planned our trip for New Zealand and a tiny bit of Oz. So more so actually how we planned Australia whilst in New Zealand, even though it was all within the same holiday. So we got into New Zealand, we had 2 weeks there, we blitzed New Zealand north to South Island, and then we got to Queenstown.
So we basically had the outskirts of the plan done. We had our flights booked. So
For Australia.
Flights to Australia, and from New Zealand to Australia to Uluru and up to Cairns.
And that was it.
We didn't really have set plans.
We had no idea what we were doing along the whole of the East Coast.
Until we realised we needed plans. We didn't know in New Zealand. We only planned that like the day before. We're like,
and most of it on the day.
Those activities are close. We'll do that one
That's
first, and then do that one next. So New Zealand we very much did off the cuff. We just went, right, we'll do that first, then that next. We have to go to that. Oh, we'll sleep here now. Oh, we'll do that, and that. Whilst we're in New Zealand, we had a vague idea of lots of activities that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I think it was whilst I swear I was doing something. I was bungee jumping.
Yeah.
Whilst you were in Happy Travels.
I think I popped into Happy Travels for the first time. Quick shout out to them as well. I know they've probably struggled a lot with COVID, and we're hoping that they're actually still around after all of this. But an amazing little family travel agency.
They made us happy.
Massive shout out to them. They were very happy and made us very happy. But yeah, I popped into Happy Travels initially, and then we ended up coming back past them after going to the, is it Ferg Burger in Queenstown, which is like these amazing burgers. And then I don't know, it was quite late in the evening, and we were about to go to the camper and, go back to the hostel actually and have a couple of beers. But we then ended up spending, I don't know, maybe like an hour and a half in Happy Travels. And in that time frame, we literally planned the next 3.5 weeks of our holiday. All just sat down, blitzed it, just went, right, that's it. We need to do all of that because...
So we were out there and we realised through talking to people, and we didn't know this before going out there, that you couldn't do all of this just off the cuff, and that lots of things needed to be booked in advance. So that's the big trips that we wanted to do were Fraser Island, Whitsunday, Middle Island, which was a castaway experience. We had an amazing 10-kilometre run on the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
And they were sort of our big sort of things that we had to do. And we had to work out how to fit that all in.
So then we sort of tried to blitz plan that whilst we're out there. And then we just went and enjoyed it, really, to be honest. We didn't completely book up. We just booked up the main section of it. But we were averaging 2-3 activities a day, same again. But it just meant as we were going through, if we had
there were longer activities in Australia. We got to actually meet humans. And
we also had a lot further to drive because we're going from Cairns to Sydney in 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, and then back on Happy Travels is that night we went on a bar crawl with them, which was great fun. I won a limbo competition in which I then got
2-for-1 kayaking.
2-for-1 kayaking in Byron Bay with dolphins, and also a free surf lesson.
Yeah,
in Byron Bay,
which is all pretty damn good.
For winning a limbo competition. So it was definitely worth it, but I did hurt my back from doing that limbo.
Yeah, you're in the camper van for the remainder of the day or something, just complaining about it.
Yeah, but it was definitely worth it, and we had a great time because, again, the surf lesson we wouldn't have, even in Byron Bay, I don't think we would have picked. Nor would we have probably picked the
I think we would have
kayaking.
contemplated the kayaking quite strongly.
Possibly, but I don't know where we would have heard about it.
I think we would have seen it and wanted to do it.
But we only had half a day in Byron, really.
Oh yeah, we only stayed one day.
Oh, and then we tried to go out. Oh, we did the quiz.
We did
Now
do
we
the
are
quiz.
going off topic.
Slightly off topic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if we're going to say anything...
My favourite thing in the quiz was when Ola, who's like 6'3", they got a guy and a girl to come up, and the guy and the girl had to swap clothes, and it was a 6'3" guy and a 5'4" girl trying to swap clothes. Oh, that was
good.
that was fun. I did forget about that for a while.